Oh, alrighty guys, yeah, got the old girl in. It's been a mission, I tell you. She's a big unit, alright. We've got it sitting pretty level actually. If I chuck a level on that, we're actually not too bad. But I've still got to jack it up to do the headers yet, so and the gearbox is going to go in, so the whole thing is going to tilt forward yet like that. But it's looking pretty good. She's in. Everything's pretty much tucked in down here. Got the radiator in. Just found out how much room I've actually got in behind. So I've got a 16-inch fan which I'm going to shove in there. I'm already running a 12 up front. Up through here. Already running the oil cooler there. That's all plumbed up. That'll run through underneath the radiator. Pops out down the bottom there. And then into the where the oil filter is. So all that's done. Fuel lines are hooked up. That was pretty good actually. I'd already mounted all the twin fuel system in there. So what I had to do was just change a couple of these fittings around actually. Just made them opposite to what I had. And boom, in she went. So that's all good. The nitrous is all hooked up. That's ready to go. Fuel lines are going. I spun that gauge around because I can actually see it from the driver's seat, which is cool. And then I've got one here to check on this one here. And all that, that's the nitrous one, that one there. So that's all good. Fuel pumps are all set up down below underneath. You probably can't see them in the dark. But that's all down there. Yeah, we're not doing too bad actually. When I first went in I thought, oh my god, what have I done? but it's actually not too bad, eh? I haven't got the headers in there yet. I'm picking that's going to be a mission. Actually, I've got to jack it up to get them in. If you've ever stuck headers into one of these old coupes, oh my god, it takes hours, eh? It really does. It's a sucky job. There's just no room. You've got to jack them over, use studs to locate, and then do your bolts just bit by bit and edge your headers up to the head. It's unreal. It sucks. The brains in here, extra fuse boxes there for the fans, headlights, cut-off switch, all that sort of stuff. We've made a carbon fibre box to go over that already, so that's ready to go. So as soon as that wiring's all hooked up over there, I'll put the carbon fibre box in over top of that, and that just clips in and out whenever you want. So that's ready to rock. Man, it's been a mission. The gauges are perfect. When you're sitting in the driver's seat, they're right smack in your eye line where you want to see them. Because when you're chucking this thing around, you don't actually get time to look down at your speedo or your rev counter or any of your gauges on the actual dash itself. It's you've sort of got to tip your head down to see them under the steering wheel. They're quite low, and to be honest, you don't really get time for that sort of thing. I mean, you can fair chuck this thing around, it's pretty cool. So hence I wanted the ones up on the dash so you could actually just see them straight from your eye, you know. You just got to look to the side and everything's there, all pressure, boost, water temperature. I've got a rev counter in the centre there as well. You don't get time. So, this thing corners quite unbelievably, to be honest. It's pretty damn cool. So yeah, ready to rock. Headers are all wrapped up. Spent hours doing that. That sucked. Man, I got fiberglass bits all through my fingers. Got the extra fan there. 16-inch, that's going in now. Radiator hose for the bigger radiator. That's going to be a two-piece. So I've actually scored a 6-cylinder hose and a normal 351 hose, and that'll actually fit sweet. I'm going to cut them in half and join them, and that'll actually fit sweet and go around everything down there. So it's all kind of working. It's actually, yeah, it's all sort of coming together quite nicely, to be honest. Compared to my first thought, was like, oh my god, what have I done? But no, it's looking good. Looking good. So I've had a strut brace made. Hang on, I'll chuck this down, I'll grab it for you. Sweet. So I've been down to Steel Tech and had Chase whack me up a strut brace here. I stuck a strut brace on years ago and work it really does. Hang on a sec. So this is one I got off an R32 Skyline. It came with the mounts to go on the towers and everything for a Skyline, but it fits perfectly to these old Falcons, and it's mean, honestly. As an experiment, I threw my new bigger sway bar on the front, which I think is a 32 from memory, shot down the road, thought, no, it's alright, it's not bad. And then I came back home, parked up, threw this on the top, onto the towers, shot down the road again, and I shit you not, the first corner, I actually cut in too tight, had to correct, pull back out again, and down here we've got a, how's it go? It goes a sharp right-hander, up a straight into a really tight left, right, right, left, right, down into a left, up into a right again. It's really tight road. It's really cool, and that's why I love this thing. So, and I shit you not, I had to learn to drive again after putting this on, because I reckon this ties the towers and makes that bigger sway bar on the front actually work. I'm sure of it. I'm honestly sure of it. It's totally different car by putting a strut brace on. Really is. Blew me away. And they don't actually make one, a factory one. You'll see one on a custom ride shop websites. You'll see them over there and that sort of thing. As aftermarket builds and that sort of stuff. And they actually have braces going back to the firewall as well. So pretty damn cool. But because they've got the blower on, this doesn't fit anymore. Because they've got the space across here. So I was a bit rough and ready actually. I grabbed a piece of aluminium and just bent it up. Just set it on there like that. And then I shot down to Steel Tech to see Chase and said, look man, make me a strut brace. Here's a pattern. I didn't even measure, I was a bit rough really. Which is odd for me because I normally measure everything 28 times. And he's come up with this and it's wicked. It is really, really cool. And it actually, yeah, I'll show you, it works really cool. I'll zoom in. So this just sits into the same mounts as the R32 strut brace was. So I'm not changing anything there because they actually work really well. And then I just bought these eyes at the end, a couple of stainless nuts and that sort of stuff. So this is 25mm aluminium and then just formed and polished and stuff. So that just sits in there. That one, it's the easiest one. And there. And there. That should just bolt in. Cool. Just like that. How's that? That's making I've got a bit of movement to play and that sort of stuff there. So hang on, I'll zoom you down and I'll show you. This is cool. Honest to God, man, I love strut braces after chucking one in. They are such a weapon of a thing to have. So there's your rocks. There she goes. So same R32 brackets on the top, and then I've come across the top of the blower, so it's out of the way. The engine's still going to do this, so it gets away from my pipes. I wanted to do a rectangle one, but you can't actually buy a rectangle bar the size I wanted. So that'll sit down like that, and then it all just fits in. I've got some stainless cap screws, I've got some dome nuts to go on that, and we're good to go. Good to go. So that's cool. So I'll polish that up, and I'll probably anodise it gold, because everything else, everything that's gold is something I've designed and made. So it's stuff you can't buy. This sort of stuff you can't buy, all that you can't buy. You can't buy any of this. It's stuff that I've designed, handmade, and yeah, polished up and had anodised, even down to the inlet manifold and that sort of stuff. Yeah, even the spark plug mounts, all that sort of stuff. It's not stuff off the shelf. So yeah, cool. Stoked with that, eh? How cool is that? So rock and roll. Let's get into it. Next mission now is to probably going to climb under and do the headers now actually, because that sucks. I can see me losing a day doing this. Well, here we go. So rock and roll, guys.